All right, guys. Hi, happy Monday. It is Casey, and I am going to be your host this evening, and so excited to be here with all of you guys. Oh my gosh, let me just start out by saying, too, there's been some extra calls going on Sunday night. When the whole reset came, Stephanie stepped up and a Chasing Greatness, and so many people. Oh my gosh, just you guys, regardless of even if you hit Crystal Manager, not all the seeds that were planted, but so many Crystal Managers came out of that. And then Melina now doing the executive call too, and going through the book Go Pro. So I just, if you guys aren't taking the opportunity to get on these calls, that these incredible leaders that have, hit these ranks and, hit these stars, and that they're just pouring in, just take that time, to jump on, because it's really an action packed if you want to run. Definitely don't be missing out on those. So I just wanted to start out with saying that, because they really are incredible. So tonight, I have a couple of things that I want to go over and touch on, and I'll start it with just some inspiration. I'm going to get into some details, and then also going to give us a little bit of action time. So just know what's going forward too, if you're not jumping on the Sunday night calls that are going to take place right now. Going to really use this also as kind of a learning action call during this executive run that a lot of people are doing as well too, just so that we can kind of work together, and you can have somebody too to ask questions with, and just kind of be an action pack. So I'll just let everybody know kind of what to come forward with that as well too, moving forward. So I was going through some things and found some things, and so here are some letters that I have written to myself. This one says, "Read me 2018" on it, to crack open, when the new year hits. Another one, "Read me December 31st, 2018, read on 2019. And so also these were sent to me. I wrote these at a coaching group. If you guys were at the Brandon Barber event, you write yourself letter and people send them to you. And I want to talk about that with a vision. You guys, Melina, she had a really great call last night, and, just thinking about just vision, and, we've all heard people without a vision will perish. And she also really went over a conviction statement. And looking back at my journey, oh my gosh, so many of those. I have so many journals upon journals upon journals. I have really an entire closet dedicated to all the journals that I have, that I wrote into the future. I wrote as if it's already happened. Just with all the coaching that I went through with Dave MacArthur, and going to what called Bliss Retreats, and just really learning the power of my thoughts, and being able to really co-create this world, and my divine birthright as a child of God, to be able to be a co-creator and create the exact life that I want, and just getting really clear around that. And you can really get goosebumps as you're in that process, and when you reread something that was written, and you're like, oh my gosh, like this, everything pretty much happened. 90% of it happened, or, the parts that didn't happen, I'm kind of glad that those did, right? Big man was looking out for me. And so just, have you ever taken the time to write something out and really get clear about what it is that you want? And, also as far as with, putting your ranks down and all of that, like, have you taken the time? And if you were on the executive call and you have your conviction statement, I would love for you to share that as well too, if anybody wants to step up and share that, just so everybody can hear that. We had a lot of people that were on the executive call, so I didn't want it to be too repetitive. Well, something like that though can never be too repetitive, right? In statements, and just looking around my office. So you guys, all these affirmations that I have about all the I mean, it's just everywhere. It's everywhere because I had to have it everywhere before it became my identity. If you've gone through the healthy mind and body, and really just that repetitiveness is really crucial and critical for, especially when we're trying to retrain ourselves in the beginning. There's also something, we have all these smart devices, we have all this technology, and it's like, are we using technology for its benefit and for, what it can be, or are we letting it take us down the scroll hole, or are we taking this technology and plugging in these reminders of these affirmations, of these ranks? And, there's one letter that I wrote that didn't have, that I put that I was a 10-star platinum. Well, I'm 8-star platinum, right? So I might not have hit the 10-star yet, but yeah, 8 stars pretty freaking sweet, right? So even if we're shooting, there's that saying too, it's like, shoot for the moon, and even if you miss, you're of the land of the stars, right? It says something like that. So it's like, but all those seeds and all those stepping stones that are still going to be taking me to 10-star platinum, like so I have on my phone, it goes up every single day, right? You are a 10-star platinum because of service, love, and gratitude. Like that goes off on my phone every single day, right? Multiple times. I have things that say to breathe, gratitude, right? Reach out to somebody, pour greatness into somebody. How many people have you connected with today? How many times has the story been told? Like, let yourself get reminded. If you're somebody and you have a schedule where those things can pop up at certain times that are going to serve you more, start using this technology, man, to really assist you with your dreams and your goals. And again, it's stepping stones to, you guys, even if we miss some of these goals that we're setting, we are so much further along than where we would have ever been. And so don't let that fear of missing this out of the world, what, maybe it's like, man, that's really a big stretch for me. Stretch it, put it out there, stretch yourself. And then, just doing the do. And again, it's about the stepping stones and just falling in love with that journey. And this is something too that I went through my mail today. If you sent me a Christmas card, I just literally opened them today. So, but I have all these letters from World Vision. So I have 7 kids that I sponsor with World Vision. I have 3 that I sponsor with Serve. And they are amazing to go through and see, progress reports. And it started with one child that I sponsored in World Vision when I knew that I wanted to give more, right? It was this whole idea of being able to give that was very dry. It was a factor to drive me. And I just want to invite you all that, when I was reading through one of my journals, it says Giver, page 90. I don't even know what page this is from or what book this is from in one of my journals, but it says, you'll only give away what you have in your heart and attract what you're giving away. And it doesn't even have to be monetary that we're referring to and giving away or stuff or anything like that, right? But it's when I knew that I could only bring in what I was being, then I made a commitment to, sponsor my first child. And that was definitely, I know, a stepping point because I had enough faith and knowing that there was always enough, that I have enough to give. If it's, you guys, just giving your time to something, pouring greatness in other people, whatever it is that we're giving out, it is what we're bringing back in. It's sevenfold, right? It's sevenfold what comes back to us. Are we giving out belief and encouragement into our team members, into our product users, into people that they can do this? Are we seeing it for them, right? If we can do that for them, guess what comes back for us, right? Can we see that for ourselves? And you guys, it's hard to give away. It's not hard, it's impossible to give away what you don't have, right? That's why we have to really see it for ourselves. And sometimes we do have to borrow other people's belief, and there's those wall kicking moments and reaching out and leaning on our tribe and everything. But I'm telling you, it's stepping into, remember who you are. I have that signed on so many of my letters and in my journals. My front of my journal that I have right now, in the very front, it says Casey's Soul. remember who you are. Like, remember who you are, you guys. Like, do not sell yourself short with anything that you're doing or with any goal or with anybody that you're speaking to, because you are just so powerful. You know, in the movie, The Yellow Brick Road, what is it? Dorothy, The Wizard of Oz, there we go. The Wizard of Oz, right? Her red shoes, she clicks them together, right? And boom, she's home. Like, we've had the power all along, and we're looking to all these outside sources, but it's like, my dear, you had the power all along to bring yourself home. And bringing yourself home is when you're in that strong confidence, that inner power, right? That enthusiasm, that you know where you're going. You're telling people, come with me. When you're reaching out to people and you're sending these voice messages, you know, that Melina was talking about last night, you're sending those with this conviction and this faith and this knowing and this commitment to yourself, to your dreams, to your goals of what this vehicle is, right? That conviction statement that you're embodying, and that it's your essence that then is oozing out of you, and people don't even know what you're talking about possibly, but they gotta have it, right? They're like, I don't know what she's on, but I want some of that goodness. And that will come across. And they say too that, you know, 7% of communication is words, 7%. You know, then you think about the body language, the tone, the inflection, all of that creates the rest of your communication. And so thinking about like that power behind voice messaging too, right? As far as with being able to put that behind it when you have that conviction statement. So, you know, ending, and this was Laura Stevens of the training, but I'm just going to, for a couple people, I know we talked about it last night, but just that conviction statement, because it's so powerful. That one that I have, you know, Isagenix has set me free physically and financially. And I know it is a vehicle that can help you reach all of your goals. Like, to tell that to somebody. Now that's where mine is, right? That's not where it started in the beginning, because that's what hadn't happened yet. Now I told people that's where I was going to go. I was like, I'm going to be an Isagenix millionaire. This might be going to be an Isagenix millionaire. But I knew that I knew, because I was committed to my dreams and myself and my goals and a life of service and luxury, right? Like, I was committed to that. Isagenix is the vehicle to bringing my husband and myself home and be a full-time family. I know that's, you know, Melina has shared one like that. Isagenix has been my rock and community and support in reaching all of my health goals, or continuing to reach all of my health goals and blessing other people. That could be one if that's where you are. Like, take it to where it is so true for you that when you say it, it's not like, well, Isagenix, this is my vehicle to be an Isagenix millionaire. If you're not committed to that and that's not what you want, then I wouldn't say that. Right? Like, that wouldn't be my conviction statement. So check in with you. Isagenix is my vehicle to paying off my mortgage and living out of my best optimal health and body and having extra play money. Maybe that's how you end your conviction statement, and that's where it goes. But so I want to put the challenge out to everybody, especially as we're going to be moving forward with our Monday night calls after really going off the trainings from the executive calls and the GoPro to then have an action-packed hour together, that everybody comes to the table with this conviction statement. And because we're going to be putting it at the end of our voice messages. How exciting is that? Something I want to give everybody a note with about voice messages. When you do a voice message, relax. You can delete it if you want. If you're doing it and I see some laughters going on. If you're like, whoa, that was jacked up, messed up, can't send that. Play with a partner, right? Play with somebody and practice that a couple times, because you'll feel good. Because there's a way that when you're holding it down, the record button on Facebook, that you can pull it up, and when it goes red, it'll disappear, right? So it'll disappear, so then you don't have to send it. Now, if you just let it go, that's when it sends. But if you keep your finger on, pull it up, it disappears. So play with that. Verbal vomit is totally normal, but you know, that's also, and I think back to when I started, you guys, I had questions lined out on my desk. Like I had the questions that I would ask people. I had like the phone conversation, like printed out in there, questions that I would ask to bring me back to it, right? So do not be afraid to have something written out to be a guide for you while you're in this learning process. This is a learning process. Like, you think about a brain surgeon and how many times they were with their mentor watching these surgeries, practicing, having somebody over them do it all, right? Like they didn't just go into it and become this overnight like person who knew exactly what to do or how to do it, right? So give yourself that same permission to have it in front of you. Have your conviction statement written out, right? Have just exactly what you want to send. So if you haven't been, you guys, to isagenixbusiness.com, and I was actually playing around in the back office today, and I was like, man, there's things that I hadn't even, that they've kind of made some adjustments with. Now, maybe it's just because I haven't seen it exactly like that, because I was in a new person's. I actually logged into a new person's, and before they have become an associate. And so that was something too that was like, how often am I somebody who's been in 6.5 years missing things or updates, right? Because we still have to keep updating, right? Updating ourselves. And so please, if you don't have this IsaLife Success Planner, if you're doing the executive one, I know you have it. Oh my gosh, take the time. This one's the one that is from Event, but you can print them out. You can put it in your, a binder. You can have, if you have your love list that you're working on too, your bless list, we call it, like have it together so that you can really use these, because there are those scripts in there, and write it to where it's yours and have it in front of you. Have it in front of you. It's like, I can't really talk that much, literally everything is right here. Are you giving yourself permission to use these tools and have them there? So I just wanted to definitely have that. I also want to talk about, we have our team websites that we use, and they've been amazing. And I know we have HIA coaching, we have which is pretty generic now for Health in Action, and we have, of course, our Yacht Club Freedom. And I have been welcome to isagenix.com is also another beautiful, simple thing. So if what you're doing is working for you and you're finding people have ease, rank advancements, lo and behold, rock it out, take what is resonating with you and drop what isn't. But welcome to isagenix.com. And the thing is with Isagenix doing so many updates and continuously improving things, and the apps and technology, this is a technology age. If you say I am bad at technology, I want you to boop, not say that anymore, right? So I'm so excited that I'm getting better at technology. Let that one be the case. I'm so excited, right, that Isagenix is making all these updates versus, oh my God, Isagenix is changing everything. There's a very big difference in how that feels. So yes, welcome to isagenix.com, because it has every single link on there to all the Isagenix sites that they have continuously been updating, every single one. It really is beautiful. And so it's something that, I know we've had our tools and our systems, but it's just, I love the fact that Isagenix is updating it all with all of their new stuff, and how beautiful it is and simple. And then somebody who wants to go further and further, then expanding it more into other things. So that's just something that has been really working for me. So just to throw that out there for everybody too, but it really is beautiful. They are not needed anymore. Isagenix has it handled. Isagenix used to not have these things. I don't know if you guys had taken the moment to check out a video that the amazing Katie Bunny Buffet and I did, Katie Newbaum and I did in our first year in network marketing. It's absolutely atrocious. I don't think one person signed up from that video. Man, we took so much time to plan it out, do it. We didn't have any of the tools or systems that we have in place now, guys. And if you really want to laugh, go check that out, and you'll be like, if those girls can build this business and get to 6 figures, like with freaking doing stuff like that, I'm gonna be a billionaire, because they about as hot of a mess as you can come. Not one enrollment from that, yeah, Katie. So but it was starting, right? We were in action. We started somewhere. We're failing forward, failing forward, failing forward. And failure, you guys, it's not even a word that is even in a vocabulary of my failing is, it's the meaning that you give behind something that has meaning. And for me, failure is very, very exciting. Like, whoo, not going to do that again, or could do it this way, or man, it feels really much better to do it this way or that. So give yourself this play, this flow, this flexibility with trying things that you're seeing or working for other people, working for Isagenix as a whole, and, you know, aligning yourself with what that is for you. So if anybody wants to unmute themselves, you can anytime, or type in your conviction statement. If you have, I'd love for people to be able to see that weren't on the call last night, just to hear a couple other ones, but those were the ones that I had read. And again, definitely come, you guys, because with what goes on in GoPro, we are going to actually take next Monday night we're going to have also another virtual party planned, and it's going to be an hour of action collectively, into where you can feed off and you can be asking people for advice, support. Somebody said this in the chat. So we're really going to just have it action blasted during these director for March 10th and executive for April 14th, so that we can really be, because I think sometimes, you know, we can keep getting ready to get ready. And being on these calls, amazing. Being on, you know, the Step Up to Success calls, amazing. Let me talk about Step Up to Success too. But if we are not applying what we are learning, what we are hearing, what we are reading, growth is not going to happen. I can read all the parenting books in the world. I can watch every single tutorial on changing a diaper. Until I start changing diapers, I ain't gonna know how to change a diaper. Right? And until you get pissed on and poop goes everywhere, it's like, you ain't gonna know how to prevent those. You can read it, but until you go through it, you ain't gonna know how to adjust and correct. And so the same thing, you guys, principles are principles, and this is no different than anything else that you're going to get good at and that's going to create results for you. Okay, so the Step Up to Success calls is Monday and Tuesday. So 7 to 7:30 is if you're going for consultant, and then 7:30 is going to be if you're going for manager, and then Tuesdays is if you're going for director and executive. And so Isagenix has these Step Up to Success calls. And so leverage these, use these. You have anybody that is going for ranks, going for something, asking questions, these Step Up to Success. Isagenix has stepped up, you guys. We used to do a webinar every single Wednesday night. Every single Wednesday night, we would come together and you know, host webinars, but now Isagenix has them. You know, the Ideal Life ones that they're putting out, like, definitely be leveraging those. And we're going to use these times as well too, to be following up with inviting people to the webinars, you know, people that are enrolled, everything like that. So just come with your goodies planned out, and for sure the conviction statement. So the Isagenix events, obviously, always be checking those out. But we have our Kalamazoo one coming up for sure too. So definitely you know, have your tickets for that. And here's the thing too, guys, about tickets and events. And as somebody who has put on a lot of events now, head counts are so important. And to have accurate things, and knowing the supplies that you need, you know, knowing how many volunteers you need, knowing the space. There is so much time, money, and energy and effort that goes into hosting events. Don't wait last minute to get your ticket or like guest tickets, because it really is, for the people that are hosting it and putting it on, oh my gosh, it just helps so much to have that head count and to get that out there. And it also puts your faith and your commitment into going and sharing it and reaching out. So please, when you're going to an event, and if you're not going to the Kalamazoo one, go to the Kalamazoo one. Get your ticket. Get your ticket. Don't be like, oh no, I'll get it. If you ever hosted an event and did all the behind the scenes stuff, you would never not be one of the first ones to go get that ticket to help the people out hosting. I'm telling you. So pass that message on, because that's near and dear to my heart. All right, so what else? Okay, yeah, so I want to just share my screen real quick. Oh my gosh, I shared my screen the other day, and well, you know, I'd been traveling, so communicate with the husband stuff is on there. All right, let's see. All right, okay. So here we have Isagenix. So this is what somebody's back office would look like before they convert to associate, right? Because this is just our preferred customer now. So I wanted to make sure that everybody has seen this resources right here of the resources with the Isagenix and is sending their people to the back office walkthrough as well too, with just placing their wholesale order, updating your auto ship date, and then converting to associate. But this was also something that I was not aware of that was here. And I know a lot of time people want to know like ingredients. And so this was something that really all of kind of just some major things are right here. And then all of the facts panel and as far as for every product. So as far as I thought that was something that I just had not seen. So I just wanted to share that with everybody right there. So just the actual like guides to individual products as far as, you know, because we don't want to be the expert and know all these things anyway. And so using these tools, or people who do want to, you know everything, obviously our isagenixpodcast.com, you know, has all the things that they can listen to in science. But yeah, this just I found very, very helpful to that right there. I see chats going on. Is that in the back office for associates too? You know, I didn't even get in mine and look at it, honestly. I'll have to get in and look at it. But yeah, I mean, you talk about all right there too, you know, your search filtered by content. So it's, yeah, just really, really like that. But I will have to get in. It is. I haven't seen it before. So when I was walking somebody through their stuff today, I was like, wow, that's cool. Didn't know that. So just wanted to share that as well. Let's see. But yeah, so just take the time, you guys. Next time you enroll somebody and you set them up like with a username and password, take the time to just maybe log in for a minute and just look at what it looks like for a preferred customer, so that you can really know when if you're guiding and walking them through anything, or really where those resources are. And I'm really gonna just completely go through my back office as well too, and just see for, you know, that conversion. So, because yeah, that was new. Let's see, what else? Is there anybody who wants to the Valentine's Day right now, right? With Valentine's Day, there's the products that have some of the discounts. So when you go in and you're placing an order, it says Valentine's Day. So you'll know the products that are there for Valentine's Day special. Is there anything that anybody wants to share? Let's see, hold on. Tom. By April 14th, I am a manager and I maintain and grow that status. Yes, building to director, love it. Are you trying to tell us something, changing diapers? No, there's nothing being told here about that for this little lady. However, when I was nursing, right, because I was a pediatric oncology nurse, so I did do peds and I mean, guys, it was, you know, my nephew. Like, it's the only way I learned. I was like, oh, I'll be good with changing diapers. I hadn't changed them for a while since my nephew, and then went there, and I was like, oh, I'm learning kind of all over it again too, right? If you don't practice it, you can lose it. And, guys, no, not saying anything. Conviction statement is still a work in progress. This is where I am. Love it. Start where we are. Isagenix is the vehicle that allows me to walk away from my job into a financially free life where I can spend my time doing the things I love with people, the things that I love with the people I love, allowing me to help those that need it most wherever I find them. I love it. So if we go in the chat and we look at Kay's beautiful, beautiful conviction statement, the only thing, Kay, that I continuously, when I type it and I write it, I catch myself because it's written out, is I take out the word will. So I don't keep my statements in like a future tense. Just all the study mentors, law of attraction, they just say, hey, keep it in the present moment now. So your subconscious connects it to right now moments versus always being in the future, that it will allow you, that it is allowing me. You know, Isagenix is the vehicle that's allowing me to walk away, so that you're owning it and it's now. I'll take care of the baby making for you, Casey. Yeah, you and Courtney stay on that. Give her a week, man, dog. I think didn't you guys just walk out of the hospital? give Mama a week, man. Woo. Oh, there she is. Oh, little beautiful. She is a cute baby. My first voice message, I was speaking the punctuation, like when you talk to text, and it was so funny. Hi, have I told you about Isagenix? Period. Are you looking to learn more about it? Question mark, exclamation. That's so fun. Oh, I love it. So guys, for next week, we're going to be in action. So come with your Ice of Life, right? Come and have your Ice of Life, or have your scripts written, have it written out for you, have a couple of them that we can then really send out to people in the moment. In the moment is really what we're going to do. We're just going to do 5 minutes of checking in, events, whatever, and then we're just going to be in action, and we're going to really spill over from all the stuff that we've been leading up to the Changing Greatness, to the executive call, and just really just have that time. So we have everything together. You know, we have, if you're not on the executive call, you guys jump on it. Definitely the book Go Pro is something that we're going to want. And yeah, so the executive call, it's you guys can all do it. All do it. Does anybody else want to share their conviction statement? Does anybody else want to share any celebrations? Knew that. I'm going to hold off on them so I don't take everybody's, because I see something. So anybody else should be able to unmute yourself. Steph, I saw your hand up.
I'll go. Yeah, I'll go. So my girl, Tracy Cushman, she just started sharing. So she's in the early stages. She hit consultant this week, but she's not on. She's a third shifter. So she's kind of, well, some days. So she's asleep right now. I got to give her that. But I know she'll listen to this. So I just want to congratulate her. And I don't know if I still see her on, but Michelle Waiter, this is her first team call. Kim enrolled her, and I see Kim just popped on, but she had her first enrollment this week, and she's the one you're going to talk to on Wednesday. So she's really excited about being here. So I showed up tonight.
Awesome. Looking forward to it. You can get your ISA Life Success Plan on isagenixbusiness.com.
Casey?
Yes.
Okay, so I would like to just congratulate my girl, Rebecca Liebler. This is her very first call. She just got done making her very first welcome post, and I'm just really proud of her because that's the beginning to getting the consultant. So yay, congratulations.
Yes, it is. Way to go. So exciting, those first enrollments. Ah! I know we had so many celebrations last week. Anybody else want to do any celebrations? Well, I will do. Oh, somebody talking? No.
I'm just trying to remember if I congratulated Melina and Glenn on the last call. My brain is so like not. I think I did when they hit Crystal Manager again. Did I do that last week? I don't remember.
I think I remember.
Well, I'll celebrate them again because they're amazing people. So whatever, they deserve a second round of applause. So if I didn't.
Yeah, they definitely do, and just with all the effort and love going into the Sunday night too. Just really, really, really remarkable. So thank you guys, and just really leading the way and walk and talk. So guys, absolute absolute rock stars. So a massive congrats to Carissa too. You know, her story just absolutely amazing with, she just did this massive run. You guys finished a marathon. And I think that that's some just, you know, putting that intention out there to do a marathon and doing it. And even with, you know, your Achilles and your heel, like you went for it and you pushed through and you finished, and just absolutely amazing. And girl, it's inspiring. Your story has been so inspirational to watch. So just massive congrats. Next time that Achilles gonna be all healed. My husband's Achilles is messed up right now. What's going on with these Achilles? Let's see. So yeah, and then of course we all have a new Isa baby. Let's see how cute she is. Jordan, just show your video real quick. Let's see her. And now, what's her full name?
She's Piper Jane.
Piper Jane.
Yep.
So is that like, so Piper Jane, so that's the middle, it's a Piper Jane, so not Piper Jane, but that's Piper.
Nope, just Piper Jane is her first and middle name.
So beautiful. Another Isa baby.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Courtney says we're done, but you want to know what? I got a referral today at her first appointment to get a vasectomy with a urologist. And on the way home, I called the urologist. I waited on hold with the clerk for 5 minutes. Then she transferred me to make an appointment, and I never talked to anyone, and the phone just started beeping, and there was nobody to talk to. And I told Courtney, I think that's a sign that we're not done.
We're done. We're done.
I said,
drugs are bad, sir. Not doing drugs.
We love having another Piper Jane to the family, another Isa baby. So
I'm excited because she's our first Isa baby. You know, like living this lifestyle. So I'm excited to see the long game, how different she turns out. You know,
love it.
So yeah, exciting. Thank you.
I didn't know if it was Piper or Pipper. Me and my spelling's amazing. All right, let's see. Anybody else?
Casey.
Yes.
Casey, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm, gotcha.
Okay, I'd like to say a shout out to Kay Stevens for going to her first Super Saturday and actually bringing someone there. And congratulations on getting her winning a set of vitamins last week. That was so awesome. I'm so proud of her. Also, congratulations to Jordan and Courtney. I hadn't been on Facebook. I didn't even see the baby. Congratulations, guys. I'm sorry, I just missed it all. And of course to Glenn and Milena and everyone else in the yacht club. Stephanie, you guys rock. You guys, I know it's cold in Michigan. It was someone else I need to say. Kramer, Lindsay, for helping our team. We're all on the same team, but she's been helping everyone on our team so much. And Katie Newbaum and Morgan for 5 weeks in a row. Team meetings on Friday nights. So anyway, and we're glad you're back, Casey.
Yeah, glad to be back.
Okay. Casey.
Cindy.
Hey, girly.
Hi.
I want to give a huge shout out to Dawn Pearson. I think she's on the call tonight. She signed up her daughter and her sister just signed up a couple of people. Her name is Tammy Wilson. And these two women had their first sip and sample all by themselves. They have one scheduled for every month. And I just am like, wow, these two girls are rocking it out. They're doing the do.
Doing the do. That's what it takes. Doing the do. Way to go. We're going to get out there and do it. Yes. Excellent. I love it. So much goodness is happening, you guys, just with everything. So let's just take advantage of all that's being offered, and not just pouring greatness into others. Pour some greatness into yourself. Celebrate yourself. Wake up, celebrate yourself, and just been doing so many calls with people. I mean, Amanda, girl, you've just been really inspiring me too, girl. The calls you're setting up and rocking and talking about the business. Remember, if we don't talk about a business, we don't have a business. Talking about, right? Talking to flourish. So express that for people, right? Have a conviction state. If you're on this call, you're building, right? Period. You're taking time on Monday night when you could be doing, Lord knows, a million other things that need to be done in your life, people that you want to spend time with, and you're taking the time to be on this right now. So if you're on this call, there's a part of building that's happening. I don't care if it's a small level or huge, goals, small goals, big goals, right? A goal is a goal for you. It's big, right? Because you're here. So tie that in somewhere in your conviction statement. Have that in there in your conviction statement, something that you could say with conviction. It's okay to have 2 conviction statements. It's okay if you need a conviction statement while you're working up to tying in the business. But you guys, you have to have that in there if we really want this to evolve. Right? Because that's why you're here. That's what you're convicted about. So share it, express it. Don't fear that. Don't fear expressing that. Don't fear your greatness, right? Express it. If you don't draw bubbles, bubbles. We love bubbles. So, love it. All right, guys. Well, awesome stuff. Just way to go, everybody. Keep showing up. Keep celebrating. Keep growing. Keep loving. Keep learning, right? Greatest salesman in the world. I greet this day with love in my heart, right? Nobody can say no to love. Nobody. So, all right. Awesome. Sunday night, see you guys on the call, executive run, and then come prepared, conviction, scripts, and your phone ready to roll. So if you can have your computer set up, right, have that set up, and then so you can have your phone so that you can really be in process. So, all right. Last
Casey,
call.
Can I just share one more celebration?
Absolutely, Amanda.
I'm not sure if Allie is on her phone right now. I saw her on this call though. So I just wanted to give a shout out to Allie Schuler. She has been consistent since she started. She's hopping on every call that she can, and she hopped on a Zoom this week with you too, and appreciate you for doing that for me, for showing everybody, you're frozen, but showing everybody what this can be. And I love that you pour so much into us too. But I just wanted to give a shout out to Allie. She's going to Celebration and she's doing the do every day. Rocking it, girl.
Doing the do. Love it. That's what it's all about, guys. Doing the do. So, all right.
Casey, can I plug that real quick? Can I plug that? The events? Because this popped in my head. So I was thinking about getting back from, I know Melina went to NYKO, and Tori Schroeder went to NYKO. Amanda Bice went to NYKO. Melina's team's on fire. Amanda Bice hit Crystal Manager. Tori Schroeder hit Crystal Manager. Katie Sarter, when she came back from Celebration, hit Director. I mean, that is not a coincidence. So I just need to say that if you have not gotten a ticket, if you're not going to a Super Saturday, you need to get them. If you're at a Celebration, get it now. So I think I'm frozen, but.
Gotcha. You went in and out.
I think I'm frozen. I think I was I'm frozen, but I was just trying to say, get your ticket if you haven't. That's not a coincidence that those things are happening. So just trying to plug the event.
It's not at all, right? It's in Pergo Pro, right? The best selling finance network marketing book of all time. It says it's #1 highest paid skill set. You do events. So coincidence? I think not. I was gonna say something you were saying. It went right my head. So guys, so too, when you're thinking about where events are, or even Super Saturdays, or one to go to, or just the big events too, when you get on and you're searching for people in local areas, in groups that are local, if you know that you're planning on going to events in certain areas too, get in and find people in those areas, in those groups that are specific to location. What is that? Geography? Yeah, it's geographical, I think would be the word. I don't know. Teachers help me out. That would be a geographical that you're pinpointing, right? So just being intentional about some of those things can go a long way too. So that's what came to me. I know I've gotten a lot of groups, and when you can bring people to events after talking about them, they're I'm going to check it out. If somebody's really serious about looking at an opportunity and there's a local event, so, because there'll always be promos and stuff too of deals with you're signing up at the event too. So, all right. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, everybody's unmuted. Woo!
Right.
Guys, Sunday, come with your goodies. An hour of action. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Jessica, Rita.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye. Jackie, Madonna.